Good evening, this is Nick Inman from VolumeProfileTrader.com on Wednesday, January 4th, and in this video we're going to cover the banks, and what we're looking at here is a potential, we're building a base in the banks, that's the key, and this 1335 level, which we've had trouble with the last few days, or actually the last couple of days, it's going to go one way or the other, and if we break above this, basically these recent highs, let me zoom in a little bit. If we break above these recent highs, we should go test the 200-day moving average and these recent swing highs back towards $14, $14.15. That's almost a dollar move on a $13 issue, so not bad. But what's important here that I like to see is as long as we're making higher lows, then this is something that you may want to be long in 2012. Take names like U.S. Bancorp, which has performed great since the August lows. It didn't even make a new low in October. It just kept climbing, kept rising. Talk about a good trading or a good buying opportunity. Wells Fargo approaching some resistance. I think this is the ceiling on this is coming in, and there's not as much reward as there once was a couple weeks ago or even a month ago. But you can see point of control at the bottom of the range around $25. We had a nice base there, and then we started making, we had a higher low, and then basically a breakout from there. So if you're long this, look to take profits just above 29, which is 2 or 3% above current prices, and basically don't unload on it, but look to take profits because it's probably going to come in and balance some more. But if we can get up to 32 or higher in 2012, that'll be very positive for names like Wells Fargo. Bank of America, this is continuing to build a base. I like the fact that the point of control is at the bottom of the range. However, this is definitely an underperformer. We're not out of the woods yet. And in fact, I wouldn't even want to be involved in Bank of America if I did choose a bank to be involved in. However, I see this, potential bullish wedge pattern. I would look at 750 as a target to the upside. A lot of $7 calls being bought today, just something to be aware of. Same thing with JP Morgan, a lot of 37 calls being bought today, going out 3 or 4 months. But you can see 37 leads you to these recent resistance areas, and also the 200-day moving average. We're above this high volume area, so that's positive. I think there's blue sky ahead for JP Morgan, and above, except for the 200-day moving average and basically this 37.50 level. This thing could push towards 40, so that's a great opportunity. Goldman Sachs, as you can see, I already have some lines drawn here. Definitely looks a little bit like Bank of America, a little bit of a laggard, but every time prices reach this bottom level, it's been good for a move up to 105. So just be aware of that, and be aware of the opportunity that all of the banks present right now. As far as the best right here right now, I think Bank of America is in a really interesting pattern, though I wouldn't touch it, which would lead me to JP Morgan. However, if you didn't catch it last week or the week before, you are late to the trade, and it's probably best to sit on the sidelines. So overall, I think banks are something that you should have in your portfolio. They should still be relatively underweight, but if they start working, perhaps shift it to a more market weight, or maybe even an overweight for some outperformance. So I hope this helps, and stay tuned for the free video tomorrow.